Hello, everyone, and welcome to Toonkind at 12 FPS. I am Staria, and this is comedy section. I will be playing Nuclear Roboto, local robot dad man, and I will be joined here with.
Hi, hello. I am Argee, and I will be playing Tanguy Leroux again, my beloved scoundrel fox fan who I adore very much. And this will be my very first 12 FPS, so I'm definitely nervous, but I'm also very excited.
Hee-hoo.
Hee-hoo, baby, yay.
Hell yeah! All right, so let's start. Let's start off with you. Let's start off with Tanguy. I can't. I still cannot say
Tanguy,
his
it's
name.
Tanguy, yeah.
Tanguy.
It's
Okay,
no
Tanguy.
worries, yeah.
So yeah, let's start off with you, Tanguy. What brings you to the library?
What brings Tanguy to the library? Well, I imagine after the events of How to Be Funny 101, which was an absolute shenanigan fest that
It was a
Tanguy
riot. It was an absolute
yes
riot.
that
Tanguy got
Tanguy
bullied.
yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, after those events, in those events, Tanguy and the others did basically find out that Tim is basically cursed. Tim Simmons, Simons, I believe. Yes, Tim Simons, I think. Uh,
Yep.
and so Tanguy was like rightfully very concerned about this, and so he wanted to try and find some more information about the gods that like cursed him. Tape and Green Eye, I believe. He hasn't been having that much luck on it. He basically has not found that much information on them, but he's doing his absolute best. He's really trying. So,
And we love him for it. So, how about you make me a, let's say, perception?
all right, yeah. 20 plus. What's your perception, Tangy? What is your perception? Oh, just a regular +1. All right. He sees nothing. That is innate.
Yeah, I think you're very focused on finding books about the gods, but
Yes, definitely.
but you forgot you're not even in the deity and religion section. You're just somewhere
Yeah.
else entirely.
What I'm imagining is that like he's just like reading one of the books as he's like taken out, and he's just like pacing around, but he, without realizing it, he has just stumbled into like definitely not the deity section. That's for started.
Like, it's probably in a completely different section of the library. I don't know if
Yeah.
you picked a book about deities or you just saw a book about cooking or something, and it looks really neat.
You could
I
use
don't know.
that. I don't know.
Maybe Fi was about a food god. I don't know. But anyways,
Yes.
you can't. I think this fits fairly well because let me just roll perception for our other FES partner here, which
Oh
I just
yes.
realized that I forgot to pull out his character sheet like an idiot.
Ah, that is valid though. That does
Bobby, where the
happen.
fuck are you? All right. What's your perception? That's a +4. Oh, that's a dirty 20.
He perceives.
Yeah.
He just sees this fox man and he's like, "Oh, hey, I know you."
Yeah, it like as you're walking, snout buried in the book,
Yes.
you just hear like, "Oh, hey, Tangy!"
Uh, ah, it's you. I've forgotten your name. We have met before, but I've forgotten your name. I don't even know if we introduced ourselves. We had to have. I
That's a
don't.
that's a good question. I don't remember. Anyways, my name
I
now's a good time as any for reintroductions. Yeah,
uh yes.
name's
I
Roboto.
suppose. Ah,
Name's Roboto.
Roboto.
Pleased to meet you again.
Yes. Tanguy Leroux. Again, it's very nice to meet you as well. Even though the circumstances, excuse me, weren't ideal. And he just stares off into the distance briefly before turning back to you and just like, well, at least we can, like you said, have some lead introductions, I suppose. So
Yeah. So what are you doing in the library except for reading? Because that's what you do in the library.
Well, you remember Team, yes? You remember Team? Team Simmons?
Yeah.
Simons, I believe. My apologies.
Yeah, he's the kid who hired us for being funny.
Yes, exactly, exactly. Yeah. Well, you see, you remember I did say that I was a divine sorcerer, and there were matters of the deities. I suppose that's a particular interest of mine, and so I thought perhaps this library, I suppose it would have add information that perhaps would have add some I suppose some information on these deities that have cursed him, but sadly I have had no luck in finding any well, I mean, I have found some information, but it's very very scant, I suppose. Is that the word? Yes, I suppose that's the word.
And that relates to the cooking book you're reading?
Looks
Yes,
down.
Roboto will point that out.
Just looks down at it and is like, I spaced out, didn't I? No, it did not. But I why did I do that? I thought there was what? Why is this happening to me? I was like, just gets like, I think he briefly like just goes back. It's haunted by the memories of like the the How to Be Funny 101 events, and it's just like, did they like put these book in my hands without me noticing? No, that's not how they work. That's not how it works. I don't.
If anything,
But
they
then,
throw the book at you
sorry,
on your head. If anything, they throw the book on you on your head.
probably yeah. Just like yeah. But yeah, I think he definitely breaks out then. It's like, well, suppose that, well, this is Toontown, and such things, I suppose particularly as a one, Toon, well, I mean, one, no, well, I suppose that would be it's a good joke, I suppose, it's a good joke, I suppose.
Yeah, that's the stuff I need to still learn. I'm really new here. I
You
don't
still
really know
haven't.
much about like humor and stuff.
I see.
That's why I'm here. And he like
Oh.
pats the floor near he's been sitting on the floor, probably on
Oh.
like a couple of cushions or something, and there's like
Oh.
a pile of books of like on like different comedy styles of like there's slapstick, there's
Yes.
stand up, there like so he's just
There's
like
there's fan-dub?
stand up
Oh,
like
stand-up. I thought you said
uh,
fan-dub for some
no
reason.
stand up like
Yeah,
different
yeah.
types of like comedy and stuff, like comedy routines and like yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I see, I see. Well, I suppose as I told you, back in the meta's narrative, well, you have all types of humor here in Einquell, I suppose. So I suppose if you are a newcomer to this continent, I suppose uh, it would be worth your time to perhaps learn about these styles of humor, I suppose.
Yeah, that that's definitely what I'm doing. This
Mhm.
sure is something, huh?
Ah,
And
uh,
you're free to roll insight on that.
Oh, who? Who? Let's see how the character analysis thing will help him with his like now +3 in insight because of the events of How to Be Funny 101.
Yep.
Character analysis. An extra +2 to insight. Let's see.
Hell yeah.
A
7.
7!
No.
Just like, oh no! That was something important. Just like, yes, I suppose that CG's a lot. It is quite with how many styles there are in of humor there are. I cannot blame you for not. I don't know if being overwhelmed is the right word to say, but I am sure that you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And hmm. You know what? Do me a perception check. I want to see if you get this. Please get this. Please. Like
Oh,
what?
if this is for what I think it is, I really hope so. And also, Tanguy with his +1 in perception. Gosh dang it. 16. Okay, hopefully that gets it.
All right. Yeah. It's a fairly low DC since Roboto isn't really trying to hide anything. So like as he's talking with like how some people like talk with their hands and like moving around.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So as he's like moving around, you hear a distinct sort of jingle, or it's interesting. There's a new bracelet, sort of, like a little silver bracelet with bells on it, but you didn't see him have it. You didn't see him have it on him last time you've seen him, which was at the Meta's narrative.
Yes, and I have been waiting for this. I am going to roll a T2 to see if Tanguy will bring it up or not. 1 being he brings it up, and 2 being he does not.
Let's hope for a 1, because if not, that's like
Yeah.
half of the FPS going away.
Oh boy.
That's a 2.
Oh no!
Well,
He just notices it and he's like, yeah, I suppose he probably got this at some store somewhere. I mean, you never know. He might bring it up again, but like, that's Roboto's choice. Well, no, I don't know. It's just so he just like, yeah, he definitely just goes on with the conversation like nothing happened.
goodness.
I mean, you could always roll insight on him to see if like, because he definitely noticed it, but like,
Yeah, I'll roll insight.
yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
Roboto one. I mean, yep,
Oh,
that's
that's
what
a
I thought.
26. He definitely knows.
Yeah, I think like as he's talking, he realizes Tanguy is like looking pretty interestedly at his at the new bracelet,
Mhm.
and so Roboto just stops and like looks at it. It's just like, oh, yeah, I didn't have this when we last saw each other, huh?
I, I, s- I guess not. Did you get that from a store somewhere?
Oh, I wish that
Oh.
simple.
Ah. Hmm. Tanguy is uncertain as to what you mean, but he is definitely kind of concerned. He's pretty concerned, yeah.
Let me just roll something real quick.
Oh yes. Let's see what you roll.
That's an 11. Roll me insight. Roll me contesting insight, because that was a deception.
All right. Tanguy, you would better get above a 5. What are you doing? I swear, just like, okay.
Roboto with the -1 gets.
Why are you doing this? Granted, Tanguy does have
Roboto
like just a +3. It's just, but either way,
has a -1.
what? It's just gonna screw around this whole thing, aren't we?
God, yeah. I so Okay, I think you definitely get that Roboto's trying to going around something pretty important, but you don't really get what with that honestly atrocious insight of
Yeah.
the 2+3, my dude.
Yeah. Okay, well, if that's the case, well, I'm going to say that I think because you said like Tangy definitely notices that like Roboto's definitely trying to skirt around something. He's going to like look at him with a look that's like, I am pretty suspicious as to what you're probably doing, but it's like my brain's not all there, but it's like I am definitely suspicious of what you're saying, but like I'm not gonna pry too much into it, but he definitely gives you a look that's like, are you sure? Like, are that like I definitely know you're like trying to skirt around something, but also, hmm.
Roboto does a little nervous laugh. Anyways, how have you been?
I uh I well I have been rather well myself, but uh yes, I have been rather well. Mm.
That's always good to hear.
Yes,
Yeah, Roboto,
plenty of
meanwhile, getting flashbacks to the events from Mist and Mirrors.
yes. Hmm.
Ah, yes. How have Roboto been? Yeah,
Terrible.
yeah, it's
Things have not gone
fine.
well for him.
Fine. Everything is fine.
Debatable, but anyways.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's fine. It's totally fine. Yeah. God, I need
Uh,
to think about shit to do because we kind
yeah.
of we kind of lost our
Yeah.
main
Well,
plan.
I'm probably just gonna say that like Tangy's probably gonna like sit down next to Roboto.
Yeah, there's probably like a bunch of cushions here. Yes, this
Yeah, yeah.
because
Hi.
Blubbery probably has a bunch of cushions. Because yes,
Yeah,
good.
yeah. Yes. And I mean, he's probably gonna look at the Roboto, and just like, well, anyways, if you would rather, if you would rather, decide to, discuss the humor of Einquell some more, I suppose that I could be, no, I am definitely open to discussing it with you. Hmm.
Say, is all of Cool just humor based or like
Uh,
I don't
hmm. I I Not exactly, no. Well, living in Toontown, I suppose that you definitely have say humor is, I suppose, it's a big part of it, but you definitely it's definitely not entirely humor based, I suppose. I suppose that
because
would be uh,
it seems
yep.
to be a fairly cultural thing, but
Mm-hmm.
not all places seems to be that much in humor, unless that's just just a person twisted sense of humor, which I guess that also counts. I maybe
I feel like I should roll an insight on that.
rolling inside of an advantage because that was very fucking obvious.
You better. Okay, a 13. That Tangy, you better get a 20,
Oh,
30, 20.
20.
Yes,
20. Okay,
yes, uh,
finally, we're getting good
yeah,
fucking rolls here.
yes,
It's chilly tonight.
yes. Exactly. Yeah. Anyways, so Tangy's definitely gonna stop at that little sentence, and it's just gonna be like, twisted sense of humor. Well, I suppose there definitely are. Well, it is the Yakuza. I mean, the Yakuza completely different. The Yakuza, there are them, but uh, twisted sense of humor. Do you uh, if you do you want to talk about it?
Oh, well, um,
He just squints his eyes at him like,
It's fine, really. And as he says fine, with that fucking 7 in deception, I'm not even gonna make you
Excellent.
roll for it because you got a 20 in your insight.
Yes.
You can clearly see that actually for the whole time, now that you see it, you don't realize how you're like, huh, how the hell did I miss this? Roboto's eyes, when you first saw him, his eyes were like a very like a brilliant purple
Oh boy.
glow.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost as if the saturation has been lost a bit.
Oh boy, yes. Yes.
And
Well,
it's even flickering slightly.
oh no. Oh no. Oh no, that's not good. Oh no. Okay, well, I mean, Tanky, there are definitely like a whole bunch of other tunes out there, and like their character designs are all definitely very different. Well, I mean, whether Roboto is a Toonkind or real kind is up to debate, but you know. But I think Tangy, he definitely like there are different ways for like tune like character designs to like manifest themselves if like tunes have like gone through some pecked up stuff. And I think Tangy definitely registers Roboto's eyes no longer being like purple and like them even flickering as like a real big cause for concern. And he's just like, oh no, oh no. And he's like, uh, do, I suppose, again, I don't want to pry, but I'm starting to become somewhat afraid that this place might not be the best place to discuss what happened. Would you rather that we head to somewhere more private, or would you?
Sure, your lead. What?
Uh, all right. And okay, so he's gonna get up from the little cushion pile and well, hmm, I will admit, I well, considering that you found me in the comedy section, I suppose I may not have my I may not uh know this place all that well, but I'll do my best. Just let me know if I'm heading to someplace not so secluded, I suppose.
It's fine.
No, it is not fine. I swear that the last time that I saw you, your eyes see there was this shade of purple. Yes, and
Really?
now I see you. Now I see you, and your eyes. They're not like that. They're not like that anymore. It's like the saturation is gone out of your eyes, and I am very certain that I have saw your eyes. They were flickering for just a moment, and so I mean I don't want to play again. I do not want to play, but at the same time, you you're I am I I
Well,
I
that
this
would explain some stuff. But anyways,
I I'm
say,
just
have you heard of Faire Weather? It's it's a
I feel
town
like I
here
should,
in
hmm
town
I feel
here
like
in
I
Einquell.
should roll history for that.
Sure, roll history, but I am not the DM responsible for that
Oh yeah.
place, so I can only
Oh
say very little
yeah,
stuff except
yeah, but
for
this
it's
is
a
more
town.
like I'll be honest, I'm really more like rolling this for like how much does Tengi know about this?
Yeah.
Yeah, does Tengi know about this place or not? A 21. I think he's heard like a pretty good
Yeah,
deal of it. Ah,
he's heard of. I'd say he'd heard it, but it's a town that exists. Maybe there's some like funky tales about it. Who knows? But Roboto continues like, well, it seems that I always happen to be in the weirdest place at the weirdest time, and I've been traveling a bit around, and I happened to be there, and people were going missing. So, of course, me and
Oh.
some other people volunteered
Oh.
to help find them.
Oh.
That found a kid there, and
Mhm.
long story short, turns out the doctor of the town was kidnapping people and experimenting on them to try and I don't even know what the hell that sicko was doing. He was using them with animals or something.
Oh. So here is the thing. Tangy, I I'm not even sure if I should try to roll like a deception or a wisdom save on this. He's gone like pretty pale. He's like horrified at what you've just said. And he's like definitely Okay, I'm so sorry. This is it's just yeah, I just posted that one Elmo thing in the chat.
Yeah.
If you know what it is, you know. But like, anyways, yeah, he has definitely
Sorry,
gone pale, and he's just
JJ.
like,
We should have said that but 5th FPS had spoilers.
oh yeah. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, very belated spoiler warning for Mist and Mirrors. Sorry.
Yeah.
We should probably write something like that at the description of the video.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we probably should. Yeah, but anyways, he's definitely gone like pale and he's like his eye when he heard that, it's clear that he is like horrified at what you have just basically like thrown down and like it looks like he's trying to find the right words to say or even like any words at all and he just like can't do it. It's really really hard to do so. And then he finally says something like, I, I'm so sorry. I, I'm so sorry.
It's well, I can't really say it's fun because that honestly was pretty messed up, but
Mm.
I can't find anything about that place. There's no news, no nothing. Just miss
I,
nothing. Just
was that, what, did you, I'm really sorry to pry again, but, was, uh, did you also come to the library, for that purpose?
say again. I
Did,
didn't hear that.
uh, did you also come to the library for, that purpose?
Oh, Roboto, and just like I started with that, but there's literally nothing except for few mentions of the city existing. Nothing about Kelpies. Nothing about those
Kelpies?
things. Yeah, turned.
Oh.
You remember the girl I mentioned? She had a deer,
Mhm.
a friend, also pet, whatever.
Mhm.
This madman turned the deer into a Kelpie. Then,
Mhm.
and like Roboto like stops talking because he doesn't want to say what he's about
Mm.
to say.
I really don't know what to roll to see if like Tanguy is going to connect the dots between what Roberto has just said.
Roll straight intelligence, I'd say.
All right, well he has a +2 in that, so hopefully that'll be good.
That's a
Oh
4.
no, a
No,
4!
you
I think
don't.
he's too like horrified at like what he just said, and he doesn't even want to do it either.
Yeah, you don't connect the dots.
Yeah,
It's
maybe.
all just it's very terrifying. You don't know what happened to the kid.
Uh, what what happened? Can you say?
Doctor, the
Doctor?
doctor fused the kid and the deer, and he
Oh,
managed to separate them, but then the tunnel collapsed and got left behind. He didn't get to her in time.
and I'm definitely rolling a wisdom save for him. An 8. So Roboto.
Oh
So
boy.
Roboto. So Tanguy was definitely pale when you mentioned the whole kidnapping thing and the whole experimentation thing. He is now his eyes are watering. His eyes are swelling up with tears. And I'm not even sure if I can roll a deception because that was like an 8. So he's just like he cannot hide them, and
Oh, honey.
he's kind of like shaking at that. He's kind of he definitely cannot find the words to say. He's just like, yeah, things have yeah. You've just dropped a lot of stuff on him at once, buddy.
Hey.
Like,
I have my
sorry.
reason to think that the kid alive.
I,
The
I,
After they separated, the Kelpie picked her up and ran before tunnel collapsed.
oh, that, that's good. That's good. I am so sorry. I am really so sorry for that. I really am. Excuse me. I really am. This is the second time I've hit you. I'm so sorry. Please excuse me. I really don't know what to roll again to see if he can like get himself back together.
Roboto just sort of puts a reassuring hand on Tanguy's shoulder. It's like, hey, Jared, sorry for dumping all this on you.
No, it's fine, it's fine. And he puts like his hand on the hand that Roboto has just put on his shoulder, and it's like trying to breathe deeply. It's like it's fine, it's fine. I suppose I am really so sorry about that. I I I am truly so sorry for that. Mm. And he again looks like he's trying to find words to say to you, but again, it seems like perhaps he's not perhaps ready to say what he wants to say to you, or I don't know. Perhaps he's just not ready to. Perhaps what you've just said is just a bit too much. And yeah, he just stands there with his hand on your hand on his shoulder, and he just tries to calm himself down.
Say, I might not be the most appropriate time, but I still need help with comedy stuff. So
Uh, yes, I forgot about that. Again, I am truly so sorry.
no
I
need to
really
apologize. I'm
yes, okay, gosh, calm yourself down, please. Yes,
you can let's roll another wisdom save, but at advantage this time.
all right, excellent. Dirty
Yeah,
20, so that's
I think you make it. No,
well,
yeah,
good thing because the other one was a free.
let's take that 20. Yep.
Yeah.
It takes Roboto a bit of comforting, but you will calm down a bit enough to not have fucking waterfalls coming out of your eyes anymore.
Deeply
Uh,
tears coming out of his eyes.
Yeah. And I think at this point we get to like, I don't know, where'd you think Tanguy was leading Roboto?
Well, I mean, again, this is like to some place more private. So in case like Roboto feels more comfortable like talking about what the heck happened in Fair Weather there. Well, I imagine it would probably be like some secluded corner in like the library where like often like most people don't really go.
Probably like a
Like
boring section, like
oh yeah.
like taxes section. Don't ask why the library has a whole section about taxes, but nobody ever goes there.
Yeah.
It's probably
It's for those like it's for people like Bob
it's
and
for
like other
nobodies.
tunes. Yeah,
For
for
nobodies
nobodies. And like other such tunes who are actually fine with taxes. Can you
Yeah.
imagine?
God,
Or like accounting
the
stuff,
horror, the humanity.
Yes. Uh, so I considering like this is Tanguy is not super familiar with this place, I feel like I should roll survival for this.
Okay, let's see how lost we get.
Yep, Tanguy with this +1 in wisdom. Let's see. A 5.
All right, let's
Yeah, that
see.
seems about right.
Let's see if
we
Roboto
end up
does
in the
any better.
Yeah.
That is not the right thing to click. Yeah, Roboto also has a +1. That's a
Oh, nice,
nat 20.
21. Nice.
I think Tangy was you were starting to go towards the kids section,
Oh.
and then Roboto was like, "I don't think this is the paperwork stuff. There's too many people here," and then we like redirect
Like
to the
yeah, I
actual
just
section,
yeah.
which is probably slightly abandoned with how
Yes.
little people like paperwork and stuff.
Ah. Why didn't I think of this before? Of course, that the tax section wouldn't be as crowded.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Hmm.
And I think Roboto pulled up. I think Roboto was like he has been carrying around some comedy books around, so he just
Yes.
he pulls one at random, flips to like some page, and like he looks at it and is just like, all right, knock knock.
Ah, who's there?
Orange.
Tangy just like I think I know what's coming. Oh, and who?
Orange, you glad to see me?
You know what? I am. I am somewhat glad. I am glad to see you.
Hey, your turn.
Hey. My turn.
Yeah.
Uh, mm. And then he just can I have the book? Give me a moment.
I can
Let
take
me.
another one while you're looking
No,
for.
no. I suppose uh, uh, knock knock.
Who's there?
Uh, hmm. Cal says
Cal says who?
no. Cal says moo. Oh.
Knock
Ah.
knock.
Ah. Who's there?
Who?
Who? Who? Is that what you said?
Phil, you're not an owl.
Okay, I think he's actually gonna laugh at that. No, I suppose that you. I suppose that you're not about that.
And I think they'll just sort of do a little bit of like
Yeah,
knock knock
yeah.
jokes back and forth.
That's their joke research. Everybody, they're just like ping ponging knock jokes back and forth at each other. I mean, uh,
Yeah. Robot. I think Robot is another one. It's like knock knock.
all right. Who's there?
Think.
Thank who?
You're welcome.
Ah! Ah! Oh, that's nice. I like that one. I like that one. Let's see if there. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Says
Who?
me. The biggest smile on his face. Just absolute. He's taking like absolute joy in this.
Roboto doesn't have a mouth, so the only way but you can definitely tell he's smiling because like the like eyelids are like it's like the like I don't know how to describe this, but
yeah,
basically
like he smiles with his eyes.
yeah.
Yeah.
And make me last, not last, but another perception check, but
Yeah, whether or not this is the last
another
one.
yeah. Actually no, insight with advantage.
Hey, nice. Yeah, whether or not this is the actual last one really does depend
We
on how
don't
the
know.
session goes. Yeah, we just don't
Yeah.
know.
We don't know.
Oh, well,
that's
that's
a
it.
good
Alright,
one.
let's
Let's
see how
see
the
if you get
other
a
goes.
nat. Nope.
Nope.
Let's go with that
Yeah,
22.
but a 22 is still pretty good.
Yeah, it's very for you can see that as Roboto as you and Roboto are like exchanging jokes, like the flickering in Roboto's eyes sort of like slows down a bit, and the
Nice.
color in in the saturation goes a little bit up as like
Yes. I knew it. I knew it. Yeah, Tangy, like I'm not sure if Tangy would comment on that so much, but he would definitely notice it, and he would definitely be like, yes, I should definitely do this more. This is like we're just like hanging out and like having a good time. We should definitely do this more. I mean, Roboto also seems like a really cool guy, so like, hey, I mean, that would probably be good. That would probably be good.
hell yeah.
I'm not sure if he would say any of that like out loud just yet, but he is definitely considering it. He is definitely thinking about that.
You know, I'm very new to Einquell and all of this stuff, but this place so far, despite everything that happened in Fair Weather, it seems like a fairly decent place. Even if there are a lot of crazy things happening.
Yes, that I suppose that is true. It yes, that yes, it is. It is true. It is true. Uh, so have we ever have we just been eating knock jokes as a humor study? I suppose. And is that I mean I'm happy to continue it. I'm happy to continue it. Do you want to do you want to do that or?
I heard. See, and he picks up another book, and this one says
Mhm.
just terrible puns on the
Oh
cover.
boy!
It just says
Yes,
terrible puns, and
Tangy
you
note. That terrible puns and what?
and
Terrible.
Tangy, you see the smile, you see the look on Robato's
Oh,
face. You see, this is
oh,
the face of a dad, of a dad with a treasure.
oh! Tangy notices it and it's just like, uh, oh no! But he's like smiling, so it's like you can tell that it's just like completely sarcastic, and he is actually like somewhat delighting in this. Actually, no, not somewhat. He is definitely delighting in this. So he's just like he puts his hands. You know, like how you put your hands in like a little your fingers together in like a little like triangle shape or something? No, not triangle shape. Like you know, like the little schemy like
Yes,
plotty.
like
Yes. So he does it and just like looks at Roboto, waiting for him to just drop the first pun.
you know. I never really understood how anybody could trust stairs. They're always up to something.
Hang on. That's the noise they make. Give me a goodness. Yes. Absolutely. Say always, say always up to something. That is a true thing. Hang on. Let me think of something. I have to think of something to. Yes, let's see. Hmm. Let us see. This one would be good. Now what was the reporter doing in the ice cream shop? Roboto, what was the reporter doing in the ice cream shop?
I don't know what was he doing?
Uh, just Grinch-esque smile. Getting the scoop. And he's just like I'm losing my heck about this. Goodness. I dare you. I dare you to Mom, I dare you to get something better than that. I dare you.
Want more puns?
Yes, I do. Why wouldn't I want more? Why wouldn't I want more puns?
Alright, let me see.
Mm.
You know, one day I was walking around the park and I saw a ball and I was wondering why it was getting bigger. And then it hit me.
Oh. Oh. Oh no, are you alright?
And I actually caught it, but anyways.
That's good. That's good. That's actually interesting because I had this dream last night as well as I swimming in this sea of orange shoulder, but turns out wait, hang on, I cannot say this joke. I don't know if I can say it. It was a fancy, but it sounds like the term fantasy. Anyways, well, I suppose the other one. The other one. Why are teddy bears never hungry? Why are teddy bears
Why?
never hungry? They're always stuffed. Just like
I would make a bunch of puns about wind, but they all blow.
Tanguy is just having the time of his life right now. You have no idea. He's just so happy. Like, I really don't. JJ, no, come back.
JJ, come back! Come back,
Please. Please.
Come back! We're having to. We're making
We're
this
having
FPS live up to
fun.
its
We're having
to its
fun.
name. Come back to us.
This is the other one. Did you hear the rumor about the mother? Did you hear the rumor about the mother?
Oh.
Never mind. He wouldn't spread. We're just going to like ping pong buns back at each other again.
Good.
I guess this will probably make up for like all the like the jokes that we never made in How to Be Funny 101
in the literal How to Be Funny game. Now
Yeah.
it is.
The comedy was situational. I suppose.
Say,
Yeah.
if a bakery ever burnt down, would their
Oh.
business be toast? Roboto doesn't have a map, but you can tell he has a shit-eating grin.
Yes.
Shit-eating grin on his face, even without a map.
Yes, as the Tanguy. Well, speaking of, what do you call an upset brownie?
What?
Brownie. Yeah, it's just because the frown is the frowny.
You know, I always thought about getting some modifications so I'd be able to fly. That would be so uplifting.
Yes, it definitely would be. Ah, but I just. All I have. Hang on. I need to think of something. Okay. I mean, I don't really. Ah. Ah. Now. Now. What did one eye say to the other? What is that app? What did they say?
What?
Ah. Oh. Well, just between you and me, something smells, but you.
Wait, sorry, I did not hear it. What?
Oh, it was just between you and me, something smells, but Roboto doesn't really have a nose. Is the problem?
Yeah,
I think
Roboto.
he just squints his eyes and looks at him. I think, just like I suppose that wasn't the best pun. Let me try again. Nah. I have one. The past, the present, and the future all walk into a bar. It was tense. Gracious. This is just like the 12 FPS now. Emotions and then like them just ping-ponging like knock jokes and puns back to each other. I
Yep.
mean, yeah.
They're just like saying worse and worse puns and like just starting to lose their shit.
Yes, absolutely. Which I mean, it definitely does. Yeah. I really do hope it does provide a really good distraction for like the stuff they have going on. So, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Goodness, that's so fucking good. We've had feels and we had hilarity and terrible, terrible jokes.
Yeah. It's really weird that we found the actual jokes in the tax section, even though it's supposed to be the comedy section.
Yeah, like Roboto took some books with him.
Oh yeah. I was more commenting on the irony of that, but yeah,
Yeah,
good point.
they were talking about jokes in the Texas version. There's probably I think at some point someone like the librarian would be like, what? And there's like, shh.
I'm so sorry.
Right, sorry.
Yes. I forgot that this is a library.
Yeah,
I suppose this wasn't as secluded as I thought. Well, I mean, then again, you did bring me here, so.
yeah,
Uh, mm,
no harm done.
no, I'm done.
But think unless you have anything else to say, Argee, you think
I
we can zoom out?
I really do not think that like I think Tanky would probably maybe like the rest of this if like they do have the time. It could probably be like Tangy like basically getting back on track and trying to give Robot a more in-depth account on like the humor of Toontown, but we probably may not have the time to like go into all of that and you know.
Goodness knows I don't have the brain cells to understand any of that. So
Oh yeah, I definitely came into this like not having that much of a plan at all. So we should probably just like zoom out then.
yeah, I think we can just like sort of zoom out and fade to black with just now slightly quieter laughter and bleh, joke exchange between Roboto and Tanguy
And
and yeah,
yeah,
FPS end.
yeah. I am going to say though. I think after all of that, Tangy is probably going to offer Roboto maybe like his contact details or something, like his phone number or something like that. So he can like if he ever like wants to hang out or just like goof off with like awful knockoff jokes and puns, like he is definitely willing because like he definitely wants to hang out with Roboto like a bit more. Like Tanguy, like in general, he's like he kind of is a bit reluctant. I think Tanguy in my head, he definitely like is a little bit reluctant to like get, I guess, too close to people, but I guess like that's just the the sort of thing he wants to be like, and he's also just like, well, you seem trustworthy. I mean, not like he's gonna give his contact details to like anyone, but like I think he definitely trusts Roboto enough to like give him his like details and be like, hey, we can definitely hang out more.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Roboto will just sort of like scribble down his like apartment address on like a stray piece of paper. Like he probably had like a notebook or something in his pocket, so he like rips out a page, like gives him just like in case Tanguy ever wants to visit.
Yay! Yeah. And that may lead to like future FPSs with Tanguy visits him, I guess. I don't know. But that's always like that's your call if you wanna like do that.
Yeah,
because,
that's for future stuff.
because these two are just like such dorks and I love them to pieces, honestly.
God, they're friends now.
Yes,
There is
they
no
are
escaping
friends.
it.
They are friends, Your Honor. They are absolutely friends.
So yeah,
Yes.
I think this has been a fairly productive FPS.
Yay!
I think we can close off now. Say goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.